Future millionaires, we back with another banger. Y'all already know who it is, man. But just in case you don't, I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe, man. I gotta tell y'all this. Now, shout out to those that already tuned in. Salute to the notification squad. Shout out to the whole DD Nation, and also shout out to the replay gang as well as those that will be catching this on the playback. Now, the purpose of this stream is to go into how you feel about Shiba Inu. I want to say shout out to Sam and PD already. I see y'all in the building. Already hit the like button on the stream. Make sure if you're watching this right now, you do smash the like button, man. So we're going to give it a few minutes to let everybody get in here. We got to, just get the word out real quick through the algorithm. Let's see where we at right now. Okay, shout out to my viewers. Let's see, do we got our tags in there? Okay, we got everything set up. Let me share the video out. Let me let everybody know that we are live right now as we speak. Yeah, I wanted to, get an idea on how y'all feel about Shiba Inu. How are you currently feeling about Shiba Inu? Okay, we got that. Let me get this shared. Grab a link. Make sure y'all share the stream too. If you're tuning in right now, you rock with me. Make sure you share this out. Let everybody know that we are live, man. I notice a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people been getting upset with me as if I control the price of Shiba Inu. So I'm looking to see, how do y'all feel as Shiba Inu investors? Now, y'all got to know, obviously, if you've been in the space for a while, I don't control the price of Shiba Inu. I'm just here to present the facts, give y'all the information on what's going on with Shiba, and also trying to provide some motivation for those that are, a part of the daily Shiba army, those who are, looking forward towards the future and, just need a little motivation, a little pep talk every, now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's see. Let's get this posted in our private Facebook community. If you aren't in our private Facebook community, join it. Private Stock Market Game on Facebook. Let me get that. Okay, we got that shared right there. Let me let them know on X that we live. We are live. Pull up on us. And share how you feel. Make sure y'all are sharing the stream out, y'all. I need y'all to get those shares out there to let the algorithm know that y'all are rocking with me. Okay, we got that shared out. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Who we got in here so far? Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Petey. Shout out to Timothy. Shout out to Ralph. I see you in the building, San Antonio. Timothy said 4 to 6 weeks, all-time high coming. I feel. What makes you feel 4 to 6 weeks we got an all-time high coming? I mean, I would like that. I don't see it happen in 4 to 6 weeks, but you might know something I don't know. So definitely feel free to share it with the chat. Shout out to Ralph, said we'll always be feeling. She, K Lily said, what up? Salute, Lily. Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to PD. He said, I'm sharing with Latin community, man. Shout out to PD. That's my boy, man. He always holding it down for me. So let's see. I wanted to see, with current market conditions, being in the bear market, how many of y'all understand that we are in a bear market? That's the first question I got to ask. Let me know, just drop in the chat. Do y'all understand that we are in a bear market? And if you don't understand what a bear market is, that is when the overall market is in a downtrend. The overall market is basically losing liquidity instead of gaining liquidity, which pushes market prices up further. Right now, we are seeing liquidity exit from the market. So because of that, okay, shout out to K Lily. K Lily says, I do understand. So because of the market conditions we are seeing right now, crypto assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Solana, Doge, Shiba Inu, and altcoins alike are all pulling down right now, y'all. It's not just our token Shiba Inu. This is a market-wide thing that's taking place. So for everybody who's feeling like, SHIB sucks right now, Shiba Inu isn't, performing well, you have to understand that the overall market is performing basically the same way. The overall market is in a downtrend at some point, overall, but trading sideways where we are in this phase right here. But guess what, y'all? After the bear market, you have to understand the bull market comes. And for all of y'all that are flooding y'all positions, panicking, being emotional, I think you're going to really regret it when you see this bull market come in, because when the bull market comes, it really takes all crypto assets and raises them higher. Now, this is not financial advice. I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold. And obviously, it doesn't mean every single asset is going to rise. But for the most part, cryptocurrencies will rise during the bull market. We got cryptos that are built on the Ethereum chain, ERC20 tokens, BNB tokens, which are BEP20 tokens. And as we see Ethereum and BNB price start to rise, a lot of the other tokens that are built on top of it are going to simultaneously start to rise as well. So you got to keep that in mind. Let's see what people are saying. Buying up the bargains. That's the right way to look at it, Ralph. A lot of people, what I'm noticing, people are getting upset because they don't have money to buy the bargains. People don't have the funds to currently buy the dip. So they're not, happy with the way their portfolio is looking. But those that are taking advantage of these bargains, like Ralph just said, they are bullish. They're enjoying these discounts. They're enjoying bringing their average cost down. They're enjoying knowing that they're securing cheap Shiba Inu from what it will be in the future. Like I said before on the Twitter space we did, you have to look at these cryptocurrencies as basically financial freedom tickets. The more of these financial freedom tickets you buy, the better chance you have at succeeding in the future. So, keep that in mind. I know it can be hard to continue to buy and be positive when the markets are going down, when it seems like the team might not, be listening as much as, we like them to. You still have to understand what you hold. Shiba Inu is a decentralized asset. That means even though they have a development team, even though Shiba Inu has a development team around it, the team only controls what they develop. So if you decide, or community members decide, to start building and developing around SHIB, it will be the same exact thing as the team. Now, you may not garner the support from the team, but I guarantee you this: whoever starts building outside of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, right, outside of the development projects that are led by the dev team, whoever creates something that is very valuable, that the team recognizes and sees what it can do for the SHIB army and the community is supporting it, I guarantee you they're going to welcome it with open arms. If someone cracks this code on how we can burn more Shiba Inu than what the team is able to do right now, and it's something that's it's working flawlessly, it isn't any way where the community can get scammed from it and whatnot, the team will step up and support it. You just have to create it. If there's any idea you want to see with Shiba Inu, why don't you do it? Or why don't you contact the people who have the skill set to do it? If you have the funds to be able to develop utilities in the space, develop them. Just make sure you tie in something to where it provides value for Shiba Inu. And the number one thing that the community wants to see is burns. So that's the way y'all should be looking at it right now. And just knowing that whatever you do, whatever you build right now during this time, the bear market, when the bull market returns, you're going to be excited. So let's see. PD says, no, I believe the market turned in January. What do you mean, PD? Timothy, turn for which direction? Timothy says, I think if we get the wallets to 4 million in the next 4 to 6 weeks, could start a run up. That's one thing the team talks about, really increasing adoption, increasing that usage. The more people that use Shibarium, the more transactions we're going to see burning Shiba Inu. Now, obviously, at the burn rate we're seeing right now, it's not looking too promising. But what we have, learned through Lucy is that as more bone tokens are staked, it will increase the transaction fee. Now, I'm not sure about how much. It still might be unsatisfactory from what the community is hoping to see. So, you got to keep that in mind as well. But this looks like basically like this burn mechanism. The transaction fee is inflationary. So it can be more transactions when more people are using Shibarium, and will burn more Shiba Inu. But I'm looking at something, I'm looking for something that hasn't been mentioned yet, something that's developed from the community that I can really get behind and support, because we can't just put all our, hope and faith in the dev team and expect them to do everything we want to see them do. It's not going to work like that. They're going to do what they feel is best for, Shiba Inu ecosystem, and possibly as well as themselves also. So you got to keep that in mind. But, overall, I think the team is, looking out for the ecosystem. It's just probably not in the best way that we would like to see. Because me personally, I wish that Shiba Inu would have been the burn token itself. That would have been a lot more bullish for me, in my mindset, from just what I understand, than using Bone token. Now, obviously, the team has their own reasons. A lot of people from the communities, suspect the reason why they want to use Bone is because that's what they own. They can, mint more, they have more to supply, they were able to, get in earlier on this project, and whatever other reasons. That's why, I see a portion of the community not like to see Bone used as a token, but I just really would like to see SHIB used. I wish she was used as a token, just because I know it would be more bullish. That would make people have to hold more Shiba Inu. People will be locking up Shiba Inu, staking it on Shibarium, and we would be burning Shiba Inu through that process, which would have been, better in my opinion. But let me see what else the community has to say. Piotr says, yup, but we've been officially lied about dev team, FFS. What do you think the dev team has lied about? K Lily said everything is done except Red the Horse. I don't know if I agree with that, K Lily. SHIB is down right now, but it's not done. It's going to be a lot of people who sold their Shiba Inu during this time and jumped out when the bull market returns. And that's just a lesson y'all going to have to learn. They're going to have to, go through that lesson of saying, damn, I held this much Shiba Inu and I sold it because it was taking too long for me to see the gains that I wanted to see. But what you have to understand is we are not in the bull market yet. We are in a bear market. Prices are going to continue to trade down, especially as we got negative catalysts playing out. We've seen a lot of exchanges go down, banks go down leading up into this time. That's just what it is. We see macroeconomic factors getting worse. They're saying right now we are in the silent depression. Basically, everybody's feeling, and knowing that we are in this depression right now, or recession, but the media is just not talking about it yet. I've been telling y'all this for a while, that we technically been in a recession. I've been saying it for so long that, and the media hasn't picked up talking about it, that I almost thought that they would just never start to mention it. So, I kind of stopped saying it. But I've been telling y'all, we are technically in a recession. We have been since, I can't even remember when I first started talking about it, but we had 2 negative quarters of GDP growth. That is a textbook recession. Whenever the gross domestic product is down 2 quarters in a row, we are in a recession. And when I seen that happen, we looked at the numbers. The media never started talking about it. What they started to say was because of so much money being pumped into the economy during 2020, 2021, that it was natural for, us to be, in the position that we are in right now. So I don't know if I can only, these people are a lot smarter than me, so I have to only take the information. But to me, we are still in a recession. So when we're in a recession, people will have less spending money. People are less likely to invest. Now, of course, the rich are always going to get richer because they're going to continue to investing, while, the poor basically, or not rich, only invest a little bit. But the rich continuously invest. So that way, if they're continuously investing, taking advantage of the bear market, they're going to see those gains during the bull market. And this is just what I really want y'all to know. I don't want y'all to be in that position where you're kicking yourself because you gave up on a crazy opportunity. And right now, you should be trying to accumulate technically. I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold. It's not financial advice, but you should be accumulating. I understand that because we're in a recession, people don't have the most fun. So what should you be doing? You should be educating yourself, increasing your skills, learning more. So that way, even if you don't have funds, you have more knowledge. You can grow in the brain and not just the pocket, so increase your knowledge, develop a new skill, start a side hustle, get a second job, whatever you can do to increase that, income, to get more cash flow coming in. So that way you have more money for investments. And we all know the more money that you invest during the bear market, when the bull market comes, you're basically trading your cheaper money that you invested for more expensive money when the bull market runs. So let's say over the bear market, you were able to invest, 500, 1,000. I'm just doing different levels for, just to give people an idea, but 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. Let's say during the whole 2-year bear market period, you've been accumulating. When the bull market returns and you see, 10x, 20x, think about that. You just took money that you possibly would have been wasting anyway. Because remember, you only want to do this with money that you do not mind risking losing. You would have took money that you would already blew and turned it into a lot more, which is pushing yourself even further and giving yourself more opportunities. The more money you have, the more opportunities you can take advantage of. So shout out to BB says, hi, did you see the recent blog from Cal regarding Bone Renounce online for less than an hour? No, I didn't. I didn't see that. Let me check that out. Let me see. Did Bone renounce his contract? Let's see. I can't find Cal's okay, there we go. So we got a post from Lucy saying new update by Cal on blog.shib.io. So simplify for noobs. 1, Bone token was designed to protect investors and avoid human interference. What was wrong with Shiba Inu? 2, they added a time lock control by a group. That sounds centralized to me. 3, it's complex to mint, outbone, and renounce contract ownership. Why? It's not hard to renounce a contract. I know that. Right now, I don't know what Lucy is saying right now, but matter of fact, let me just show y'all what I'm seeing. So take a look at this, y'all. So 1, Bone token was designed to protect investors and avoid human interference. Okay. 2, they added a time lock control by a group. 3, it's complex to mint out Bone and renounce contract ownership. 4, there's no room for error, so they test carefully. 5, they follow specific steps, including creating a dummy token. Do not buy it, 0 value. 6, the process involves minting Bone, adjusting rewards, and eventually renouncing the contract. 7, they use a time lock contract with a delay for safety. 8, they're cautious and committed to decentralization. That's the key idea. So there's a lot of a lot we could take from this, right now, but I want to jump into the actual blog and see what see what Cal actually has to say. So let's check this out. Let me get a few more comments in. Shout out to Timothy, says true, right? Sam says Bone is next to load up. I definitely think Bone is a steal for what we're seeing it at right now. Bone is an absolute steal, if you ask me. Could it go down further? Yes, it's possible. But to be able to get Bone around this range when, people are just buying at the top. Petey says, so I've been in the AMA and a lot of developers are mad because they bought Bone at a high price and then the lockup is 7 to 9 days to withdraw. So yeah, a lot of people are having a problem with that. I seen a team mention too that certain project, I'm not sure which project it was exactly, but I do have an idea of which projects they were talking about. I don't know if y'all want me to just say the names out here, but I won't say the names just now unless y'all want me to. But a couple projects that allegedly dumped their token before Shiba Inu launched, dumped their token on their holders, I guess, to buy up Bone token in hopes of Bone skyrocketing at that time or the launch of Shiba Inu. And the exact opposite happened. So allegedly, whoever these projects were, Lucy mentioned 2 projects basically, doing this, or alleging that 2 projects did this, dumped their tokens, bought Bone, hoping that it would pump on a release of Shiba Inu, and it started trading down, and then they started to FUD because they basically just, lost a lot of their value that they brought, from the other project into Bone. And this is why you should not be buying anything more than you're willing to risk losing. Because if you end up, like I just bought a project yesterday, I was going to talk about it on the channel, but it was only within the first 3 hours that it launched. After I bought it, it went up around 37%-ish. I stopped watching it at night, woke up this morning to it being down 87%. But guess what? I only put in what I was willing to risk losing. So it didn't bother me. Of course, it sucks to see that. It's like, I thought this would have been one. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me. It's not hurting me. It's not making me become emotional. It's not making me, FUD crypto all of a sudden because, I bought a project that isn't going up. You got to keep that in mind. Know what you hold. Do your due diligence. So let's see. Piotr says also burns are a lie. As more you burn, more expensive it will become. But people don't understand that. Also, are you aware what trillions mean? Yes, I'm definitely aware what trillions mean. It's a lot, a whole lot. So The burns aren't necessarily a lie, because there will be burns, but they won't be as exciting as we expected them to be starting off. I don't know what they will look like in the future, but starting off, obviously, we see the transaction fees are so low that we've yet, out of like what, 2 million transactions or something like that, we've only burned less than $1 of bone token. So keep that in mind, but we got to give it time though. I'm not trying to FUD it. I want to give Shibarium time, but I'm not just banking my Shiba Inu investment off of Shibarium. I didn't buy Shiba Inu because of Shibarium. I bought Shiba Inu because of the community and the vision of Ryoshi. That's why I bought Shiba Inu. Now the development team is doing what they can to, help push that vision forward, but that's just it. They're just doing what they can. That isn't the end all be all to the Shiba Inu ecosystem. We still have a very large community. I still think we're going to see a lot of people, grow into developers. Think about it. When people aren't happy seeing things that or not seeing the things that they want to take place, that may make them take action. So if you are one of these people, take action. There's nothing wrong with starting to develop with Shiba Inu on your own. Think about the utilities you could provide, things you would like to see Shiba Inu do, and figure out how you can create it. Like I said, I will back it with the channel. I'll support it. I'll get behind it and tell, my community that's in the SHIB army about it. We got to all do what we can to, help that vision. So PD says, I call Bitcoin at 1650. That was the bottom. That was January 6th. Sam says, bone is cheap at the moment. Kay Lily says, yes. Timothy says, right, need a special use for SHIB. PD says, so I think I know who created bad. DM me, PD. Kay Lily says, down, I mean. Sam says, people, patience. Ralph says, I try to tell my peeps over and over to get in the market, and no one is listening. Fine with me. I ain't doing anything. With every dollar I can is stack my bags as high as possible. I will show them. So Ralph has the correct mentality. To be honest, Ralph may be one of those ones coming out of this bear market on top, because he understands. He's not getting emotional about it. He's not looking at it like, oh, I hate the dev team, blah, blah, blah. He's just doing what he has to do. He's continued to stack his bags up, because there's a cycle in crypto. Things go up, things go down, things go up, things go down. Right now, we're in that down area. Things will eventually rise higher, though. So Timothy says, same. Maul says, just have faith in the small sacrifices you make now for the gifts in the future, because they will become long-term big gains. Kay Liddy says, I still have my Shiba. Shout out to Miles, says December. Appreciate you pulling up on us, Miles. Sam says, millionaires are made in the bear markets. Remember that. Facts. Everybody who became millionaires in, I won't say everybody, because there's always that outlier situation, but I'll say about a good 95 to 99% of people that made millions in crypto, they were in it from the bear market. Whether you started in a bull market and had to go through the bear market to get back to the bull market, or whether you got lucky enough to start off in the bear market and, take it up to the bull market, that's fine. But what it is you have to go through the bear market. Those that get in the bear market always succeed. It depends on what you buy too. You can't just be buying BS and expect to succeed, but buy solid projects during the bear market, and during the bull market, it is going to reward you. It's literally that simple. It's that simple. Why? Because you're buying undervalued assets. You're buying assets right now that are down from their all-time high. Even if you bought something, and remember, I'm talking about legitimate crypto projects, not just the little DJ and meme plays. But if you bought solid projects during this time, just be patient. Just be patient. Give yourself time. Sometimes, when I first got started and I was feeling, I had my example with Dogecoin. I bought in Doge during the bear, and I was holding it, a very long period of time, especially in crypto. Well, it wasn't really long, but for a newcomer, like, that hasn't had much experience. Now, I was in the market and I had more experience with stocks at this time, but just diamond handing a cryptocurrency was something that was still kind of new to me, as far as doing it for, almost a year and not seeing anything from it. But luckily, I was able to continue holding and see my bags end up, everything that I seen it drop, I bought in, and everything that I dropped continued to buy in and drop. Eventually, the price went up. And guess what? I was almost about to sell. I was almost about to trick myself out of my own spot, because I was being impatient, because it wasn't showing me what I wanted to see. But guess what? Once I made my gains and I actually did sell, I could have made an additional $250,000 had I would have held 60 more days. So from that point on, I kind of developed this own thing. This is just something that is personally for me. Y'all don't have to listen to this or take this as advice because it's not advice. But whenever I'm feeling a little impatient because of that lesson I learned, if you would have held 60 more days, I would have made an extra $250,000. So what did I tell myself? I said, now from now on, if there's something that I believe in and I have a little faith in it, and it's just, the market has me feeling, uneasy, I'll just give myself, I'll just let it go for 60 more days. I'll check back on it 60 days later. I won't pay attention to, I can still check it, but I take my emotions out of it and tell myself, hey, no matter what happens, we're still holding for this next 60 days. Even though I thought, it was going to go higher, whatever, or I thought, whatever I thought, we're going to hold it 60 more days. And even sometimes when I get to that 60-day period, if it didn't perform the way I wanted it to, then I'll give myself another 60 days from that period. So that way my emotions are out of it and I'm not all, jumbled up or feeling just bad about what I'm holding. I'm really giving it time to blossom. That's what I want y'all to be able to understand, because you could potentially miss out on a lot of money, y'all. And the crazy part about it is the money I made wasn't even with a lot of money. It wasn't with the money from Doge that I made, wasn't even a lot, I didn't even put a lot in, is what I'm trying to say. So you can start with a little bit and end up getting a lot of it, so think about that. You just got to be patient. Shout out to Kelston, says, I'm riding with Shib till the wheels fall off. Shout out to Messiah Blood as well, man. Mal Shield says, keep up the fight, mate. Love the content, man. Appreciate you, Mal. Also, I wanted to say this real quick, y'all. If y'all are in the United States area, especially if you are in the Nevada, Las Vegas area, I'm looking to purchase a few properties. So if you know someone that is selling a house, if you are selling a house, I have a finder's fee of $500 I'm willing to pay you if I buy the house. So I'm looking for, basically tired owners who aren't interested in the properties anymore. I'm looking to provide a cash offer within 24 hours. So any condition, cash offer within 24 hours. If you know somebody looking to sell, let me know. That could be potentially $500 in your pocket just for letting me know that this person is interested in selling their house. So again, I'm looking to grab a couple properties, preferably in the Nevada area, Las Vegas area. But if you know something, in the other states as well, I could take a look at it. Again, any condition, cash offer, 24 hours or less. So let me know if y'all know some houses for sale. So let's see. Ralph says, don't overlook XRP. Stack it up as high as you can, BTC. See, this is what XRP, how I look at it. This is one of those that I say it's a long term for me. XRP is one of the ones that I already determined in my mind. Yes, I have multiple bags of XRP, but I already determined in my mind, my main bag, that's a 10-year bag. That's a 10-year bag. I want to see where XRP, because the time will pass us anyway. And this is what investing actually is. Investing is a time period. Investing is not 2 weeks, 2-3 months, and then you expect to be rich. That's not how investing works. You have to continuously invest. You have to continuously find undervalued assets that you can buy. And, when the price appreciates, you make money from that. It's as simple as that, man. So I am stacking up that XRP, man. Salute. Timothy said, feel, bro, dollar at a time, penny at a time. Facts. GS says, Ralph, XRP. GS is stacking up XRP, XLM. That's another one. XLM is another 10-year for me. It's a lot of confusion going on right now with what may happen. But this is one of those that I just said, let me just have the faith of, what took place with Bitcoin. Not saying it's going to get the same gains as Bitcoin, but over a 10-year period, Bitcoin did really, really well. So that's what I'm looking to capitalize on with some of these assets. And, I'm already into, my years of holding it. So it's not like it's a 10-year mark from this day forward. Kay Lily says, say the name. Fast Eddie, only reason people have Shiba still is because they are down 80%. That might be some people, as soon as they break even, they may jump out of SHIB. But for the most part, a lot of people, when they see those gains in SHIB, they're holding SHIB. When most people see 50,000, 150,000, 250,000, 450,000, 550,000 in SHIB, they're most likely going to hold it. Some people will take some profits, but last bull market, I seen a lot of people hold. And, because they didn't know when to sell or, when to take profits, or they said they were going to hold it for a certain period of time. Now, a lot of those bags has dropped down a lot further. So, it depends, really. Yes, people are going to sell as soon as they break even. But once people start to see all that green in their portfolio, they sometimes don't want to sell it because they have the belief that it's going to continue to keep going. So Sam says, unfortunately, it's part of the game. Facts. Ralph says, I got in crypto close to the top of the last bull run. I've been waiting a long time for the moon, but been accumulating hard ever since. Thousands in now, and I ain't missing the rocket. That's good work, man. I like to hear that. This is somebody who didn't get in at the most favorable time, but he understands, his position and the market and what he has to do. Just be patient. Continue to accumulate, continue to educate yourself, continue to learn, also, increase your skills as well. I really want y'all to learn more about DeFi. I want y'all to learn more about crypto, the space as a whole. So that way you have the potential to determine what skills you have already and how you can provide value to the crypto space. A lot of y'all will be future developers, project leaders and, whatever. But you have to start to see that within yourself and start to educate yourself. So that way, if you start right now, you start educating yourself to learn development and things like that in the space. By the time the next bull market comes around, you might be one of the top devs, or one of the most, or one of the top influential people in the space. Especially, it's very easy for the sheep army. That's something I'm working on personally, educating myself, so that way I do have the opportunity to step on the development side. I'm continuously learning, continuously. It's a lot of research that goes on here, but, I'm working to see, what's best at, myself that we can provide as far as for the sheep army. So, you just got to keep learning, man. Stay patient and keep learning. Sam says, but don't be mistaken. The ecosystem is next gen. Ralph said, GS, you heading for the moon too. I can see your bags. GS says, Ralph XDC, Jasmine Vet 2. Crypto says 248 million here, ain't going nowhere. Good work. K Lily said XLM 2. Fred says Doge 10 years, Shiba Inu 2 years, I think. Okay. GSK Lily. Sam says, teach, brother, teach. Fred says that weight game is a mug. Hey, it is. It is, but it pays off though. Think about it. Look, let's say this. Look, whether you're waiting or not waiting, the time is passing. So if whether you're waiting for something good and life-changing to happen, or you're not waiting for something good and life-changing to happen, guess what? That time is going to pass you regardless. So why not position yourself so that way you're waiting for something life-changing to happen, not doing anything, sitting on the sidelines, not positioning yourself properly. That's good. The time will pass you and nothing major will happen. So you gotta, just understand waiting is a part of it. Being patient is a part of it. Shout out to Yerma in the building, said hello, sir, and everyone, man. Make sure y'all run those likes up as well. Double check right now real quick to make sure you have the likes up on the video. Shout out to Essence pulling up on us, says hello, everyone, salute. GS says Essence thumbs up. Yerma thumbs up. Yerma says please like and share and subscribe. Facts. DD dollar sign says she will pay off for the patient. Exactly. Remember, Warren Buffett said these markets are a device to transfer money from the hands of the impatient to the patient. If you are impatient, guess what? Your money, whether you see it or understand it or not, if you're impatient, your money is transferring to more patient holders. Keep that in mind. Sam says, where are the likes, people? Run those likes up, man. Let me get a like check on the video. Let me know how many likes we at. Yerma says, GS, hello. Ralph says, can't go wrong with XRP. The whole globe will be looking for that one. K Lily said, GS Jasmine. GS says, K Lily, Mike says, shout out to DD Nation, man. Salute to the whole DD Nation, man. Y'all know. Mike says, I'm currently interested in learning how to develop my own coin. See, there we go. Imagine developing a project that supports Shiba Inu. If y'all didn't know, we got a project, in the works here on the channel. And, y'all want to stay tuned to have, the best alpha. I'll just say that. All right, PD, I got you. Shout out to Yerma says, like, share, subscribe, y'all. I need y'all to run the likes up. Also, share the stream. I know a lot of y'all have followings on other social media platforms, whether it's a large following, small following, whatever. Share the video. Let y'all people know that y'all rocking with. Let them know this information is available. So that way they can't say you never tried to share it. They can't say you never tried to help them, escape the rat race. Ralph says, I have over 1 billion sheep. If it moves, if it doesn't, it will be chump change compared to the rest of the big dogs in my truck. Salute. Quintessential said, thanks, brother December. You welcome, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Mike says, I'm currently holding on a lot of SHIB, but now building on the Bone token and bad idea. Let's go. Shout out to my bad brigade, man. And then we got Trucking Trapping in the building, man. Said, yo, salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Quintessential said, glad I caught you live. Gratitude. I'm glad you caught me too, bro. Big Dreamer said 100. Hit the like. Appreciate that. Okay, now let's take a look at this article, y'all. So Bone minting and renouncing details. This just dropped, y'all. So Bone token minting and renouncing process. When Bone token was deployed, the system around it was built to protect the investors from anyone, including the admins or any human intervention. It was additionally protected by adding a time lock contract, which was controlled by a decentralized multi-sig wallet. This adds to the complexity of minting the remaining Bone and renouncing the ownership of the Bone contract to another level. We also do not get many/any retries on mainnet, so there is no margin for error. Everything has to be tested thoroughly multiple times, so there are no losses. Which, okay, you know, that's understandable. You know, once it hits the mainnet, they would, you know, have to basically do everything all over again, probably even create another token if they mess it up. So, you know, I can respect that. But key details: token address, Bone token owner, top dog, the farming contract, top dog owner, time lock. See, this is stuff that, you know, is important to do your due diligence on and actually make sure you're understanding. See, I'm going to have to check out these addresses, you know, just to, you know, look at some of the chains and see, you know, what's going on. Because, you know, they're saying these are the owners. So Bone token address, Bone token owner, top dog, the farming contract, and here's top dog owner. So there's some owners behind some owners that, you know, I think we would like to know as a community who is, you know, who's in control of these wallets or who has access to these multi-sig addresses. So time lock owner, proxy using Gnosis safe, 6 out of 9 multi-sig address for additional safety. So who are these 9 individuals? That's one thing that we don't know. I'm sure it might be Toshi, Cal, you know, and who knows after that. So Gnosis safe owners, here's a few other contracts. Threshold 6 of 9. So steps involved. Instead of having the multi-sig sign 150 plus transactions transfer ownership of time lock contract to the deployer wallet, allocation points for all pools. Set the allocation points of all the pools to 0. This will ensure that no other pools receive any Bone emissions. Set mint percent for SHIB, leash, Bone to 0. Set locking value to Bone locker to 0. Create a dummy token, Calcium. This token is being created only for a specific purpose to mint and renounce Bone. Please do not trade this token as it will not have any future value or need. If someone is selling this, please consider this a scam. So create a new pool, Cal, ETH, and shibaswap to get LP tokens. Add the LP tokens to top dog function. Add unit 256, allocate point, ERC20, LP token, bull. So a lot of this information may be above, you know, where the average crypto investor is trying to, you know, get into, but it's still important to be aware of this and just have an understanding of, you know, surface level. So also create a new liquidity pool, stake in the new pool. We will add liquidity for the freshly minted calcium tokens into shibaswap. So 10, update reward per block. Update the number of Bone tokens created per block. This will affect how quickly the Bone tokens are minted. So function update reward per block, unit 256 underscore per block, public only owner. And then 11, mint Bone to desired value. 12, set Bone per block back to 0. 13, renounce Bone contract. So since top dog's contract owner is set as time lock, so inside time lock, first transaction needs to be initiated by the Gnosis, and then after grace period over, it will be executed by the admin Gnosis. The time difference between queue transaction and execute transaction is ETA period, which should be minimum current time plus 1 day, and it should be executed before ETA plus grace period, where grace period is set as 14 days. So process to use time lock contract. 1, queue transaction. First need to queue a transaction in the time lock contract to call the minting function in the top dog contract. This sets up a delayed transaction that can be executed after the time specified by the delay variable in the time lock contract. So example function, call to queue the transaction in time lock. Queue transaction, address of top dog 0, mint bone tokens, address unit 256, encode ABI, your wallet address, like 20 million, 10 token decimals, ETA. 2, execute transaction. After the delay has passed, you can execute the transaction to actually mint the tokens. We have already started this process, but like anything, it will need to be done very carefully and will take as much time as needed to finish. Our primary responsibility and devotion is to shib, while we aim to educate everyone on the importance of doing your own research. The final decision rests with each individual tailored to their specific circumstances. We remain committed to developing technologies that align with shib and Ryoshi's vision of decentralization, ensuring that you, me, and future generations can truly lead a self-sovereign life. On a lighter note, going forward, Shy, Eric, and I will only accept gratitude in the form of actual Lambos or Porsches. No toys or digital versions, please. May peace be upon you and also on all haters. So basically, it seems like the team is giving us a inside look to all the steps that it requires in order to renounce the contract and some of the things that they have to take into consideration in order to renounce the contract. Just giving the community idea of that, of how, and it's not really complicated because it's really a step-by-step process, but it can sound complicated. But they're letting the community know that these steps have to be carefully taken in order to make sure we don't fumble. So we want to be patient with the team, because think about how much backlash we'll face if the team, look at all the FUD that happened when Shiba Inu had his initial mishap. So if when it comes to minting bone, or not minting bone, but renouncing the bone contract, and there's some type of hiccup, that's going to create a lot of FUD. So we would prefer to let them take the time that they need to do it right. But at the same time, we're looking to get this done, sooner than later. So, that's the process on what the team is doing right now to minting the remaining bone, 250 million supply, and renouncing the contract. So let me see how y'all feel about this. How are y'all feeling about Shiba Inu? How are y'all currently feeling, knowing what you know about the ecosystem, the development team, the community, the overall market conditions? How are you feeling right now? Are you, on the verge of being done with SHIB? Are you just cooling, just taking it a day at a time, you're not panicking? Let me know how y'all feeling. Shout out to Fred, says, you are correct, sir. I am in it to win it. Thanks for your work. You're welcome, bro. The local 420 says, ready for the bull run. Mike says, so are they talking about creating more bone tokens? So they're not talking about, Malcolm said, I think the Polygon devs are busy. So if y'all don't know where that joke comes from, Shiba Inu is built on top of Polygon. So Mike says, are they talking about creating more bone tokens? They're not talking about actually creating more bone tokens. They're talking about minting the remaining bone tokens that are left. So it's not actually going to make more. The total supply, I believe, was 250 million bone tokens to be available. So right now, I think there's around 230 million tokens minted already. So they still have an additional 20 million tokens that they have left to mint. So it's not creating additional tokens. It's just minting the remaining tokens from the supply, bringing them into circulation, basically. Besides says, feeling good, early days. Okay, that's how I would like people to look at this. I would like people to basically set their, it's hard to say it, because I mean it lightly, but basically just start fresh. Not saying start like as if you weren't in the space, but just reset your timelines. Reset the clocks on, how antsy you're feeling, on, how long it's taking. Just understand we're here now. The time will eventually pass and the bull market will return. We're getting closer and closer to the Bitcoin halving each and every day. I'm expecting this to be a bullish event, but you got to remember, it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. We may see a run leading up to the Bitcoin halving, and then people start to dump for the next, month or two. Prices might kind of pull down a little bit or trade sideways after that before we see, everything shoot to all-time highs. That's what I'm expecting to happen after looking at the past bull runs and past Bitcoin halvings and how, that affected the markets overall. It's usually good. So if y'all are in right now, you have less than, 6-7 months, until the next Bitcoin happens. So just be patient, y'all. Just be patient. Look up in 60 days and see where the prices are. If you're not satisfied where it is, then check back in another 60 days. You know, you got to really give it some time to really blossom. So Roy says, leave it and wait. Facts. You know, only put in what you're willing to risk losing. And think about it. Let's say if you were putting in $1,000 and you can check back in however much time and it will be $10,000. That's how y'all should be looking at investing right now. We are in a bear market. Prices are low. Whatever you put in right now, when a bull market returns, when the prices are back to all-time highs, whatever you put in now is going to be worth more than. It's literally that simple. So let's see. Shout out to the real abs in the building. Says super bullish. What up, DD? Vote army in the building. Let's vote, man. Shout out to my vote army, man. Voting it up. Mike says, I personally feel comfortable with SHIB, just in the position of holding and just keeping it in my cold wallet. That's how it should be. You shouldn't have emotions attached to it where it's causing you because things are taking a while, or, you know, people are flooding where now you're on the verge about to sell. You know, nah, that ain't the way it goes. So Timothy says it's only one way up. SHIB looking better than any other retirement plan and nothing wrong with working, but 9 to 5 the next 60 years, not the plan. Facts. We all, you know, the goal for us in getting into crypto, most people, you know, was to reach that financial freedom level, you know, and then hopefully, you know, you can continue and get generational wealth behind it. But the first step is just getting financial freedom. And that's putting your money to work for you. Mike says, but please do a review on the Tangent wallet. For sure, bro. I got you. I gotta tap back in with the team. They actually messaged me and I didn't even message them back. So I gotta send them that message. But Timothy says some people taking 5 to 10 year chances for less to make it. Man, crazy. That's facts right there. Timothy just hit the nail on the head right there with that. Especially from my community where I come from, you know, there's a lot of my peers that, you know, I'm not in Milwaukee anymore, back in Wisconsin, but there was a lot of people in that, you know, in that space that I seen really taking life chances, you know, risking their life. Like, and I'm not even talking about just like, you know, the freedom. I'm talking about really risking their life. Like they could not be here anymore for less, just to try to make ends meet. You know, definitely, I know people, you know, doing a lot of time right now trying to make ends meet. And think about it. If you can just educate yourself, invest a little money here and there, be patient, let the markets do what it do, it's going to pay off. Versus, you know, you putting yourself in, you know, some illegal situations, you know, some risky situations where you could possibly lose your life or freedom. It's just not worth it. It's better off to, you know, instead of sitting in a can the next 5 to 10 years, to let your money sit in your portfolio patiently for the next 5 to 10 years and see what you get from it. PD says, so when the Shiba team went to WEF, they were supposed to come up with the game plan for the metaverse global policy. So I actually seen an article recently that I'm not even sure if you sent me that, PD. I'm not sure. Maybe you sent me that, or maybe I seen that somewhere else. But the WEF team denied. Actually, they said they spoke with the SHIB team, but they denied sending the SHIB team an actual invite though. So I'm not sure what really happened with that, or if that was just something to, you know, cover up, you know, what's being worked on right now. I don't know. We got to connect the dots on that. But Roy says my leave it comment actually meant hold and wait. Okay. Yeah, I thought you meant that. Kay Lita says, yeah, review on Tangent Wallet would be good. I got y'all. I'm gonna reach out to the team and see. So I was supposed to lock in a meeting time for them. That's what I'm looking to do, but they're in a different part of the world where the times that they gave me for the meeting was just not going to work for me. So we're going to figure out something though. Malcolm Neal says, what is your prediction for the next market cap in 2024, 2025 above the 2021 cap, hoping for a 5-6 trillion market cap? That's what I'm hoping. To be honest, you know, we hit a $3 trillion market cap 2021. I'm hoping we see, you know, somewhere around double that, you know, 6 trillion. Maybe 5, you know, obviously I would hope to see more than that. If we get these Bitcoin ETFs going through, that's additional $15 trillion that can flow into the crypto market. So with our, you know, 1 trillion we're seeing right now with an additional 15 trillion, and that might attract even more liquidity, we might be seeing the markets around 15 to 20 trillion dollars in market cap. And that would call for Bitcoin being at an all-time high price. And when Bitcoin is moving at an all-time high price, it's bringing up the rest of the market with it. So we're likely going to see Ethereum around all-time high prices, BNB, XRPs, and all the rest of the top blue chip assets like Shiba Inu. So let's see. PD says Shibarium is not just an exchange, but as a metaverse. Fred says Shiba is a worldwide coin. I believe things could change quickly, especially with BlackRock and others getting involved. Facts. Quintessential said, facts, brother. No money worth your freedom, December. True. Mike says, but retweet a real talk. I really wish they would charge 1 cent for every dollar spent on Shibarium. Man, I would like to see, better fees as well, but we just got to be patient, man. Remember, I don't think you invested. Let me know how many people in the chat right now, did you invest in Shiba Inu solely because of Shibarium? Let me know real quick. Let me know. Bad idea is fire entry, DeMarco. Yes, it's undervalued right now. Whenever y'all see cryptocurrencies that are under the price where most people were buying it at, that is a good time to buy it. If you're unsure on what that level looks like, you can use tools like the RSI, the relative strength index, to determine is the asset underbought or oversold oversold at the moment. So use that RSI. Shout out to Ian Fox in the building. Said Alaska rocking hard with you, brother. Shiba Inu is pure fire, man. Salute to the whole Alaska. Roy says your key point about generational wealth is key. I think that I will be set for financial freedom myself, but I want to know family will be set for future. Facts. That's something we working on right now. We trying to create that generational wealth. Yeah, we did it for ourselves. We escaped the rat race. We good. Whatever. But now it's the real time. It's really time to do what it do. We talking 100 million plus. That's what we really want to see. Yes, you can have some generational wealth. You don't need 100 million, but we would like to get as close to it as possible. PD says, when the next AMA, bro? I'm not sure. I gotta see, which projects would like to do AMAs. If y'all know some projects out there that are interested in, hosting an AMA on the channel, let them know. I'm open to collaborations. Also, we might just host a Shiba Inu AMA soon, man, just to get the community all on one page and, provide a little motivation and get some clarity as well. So Malcolm says, why not become a validator on Shibarium and use the priority fees to burn sheep? Just an idea. Why not? Why not? That's an idea. You just have to be willing to put up the, the bone for it. Quintessential says no. K Lily said no, not because of Shibarium. Big Dreamer said no, not because of Shibarium. Petey says nope, community did it for me. King says invested in Shiba Inu because of Shiba Inu years ago. Facts. Fred says no. Timothy says for the long term, easy come, easy go. Anything worthwhile is worth the while. For sure. That's facts right there. Tim dropping pure facts right now. Essence says AMA for bad is tomorrow. Okay, we're going to have to tune into that. So we will be covering the bad idea AMA tomorrow on the channel. So make sure y'all got notifications on. Petey said, what time, Essence? He says, he remember seeing that. Mike says, I have been investing in SHIB before any talks of Shibarium. But as I learned about Shibarium, then yes, shame on me, LOL. But yeah, on my accumulations. So yeah, that's the thing. Most people here say that y'all see the responses. This is live in the chat. We are live right now, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Also share the stream and let everybody know that rocks with you. Let them know to come rock with us. Now, all of y'all said, I didn't see not one person said they invested in Shiba Inu because of Shibarium. So Shibarium should not be the deciding factor on if you decide to jump ship or if you're happy or not with what's going on. Ignore the whole Shibarium thing. We could basically, at this point right now, ignore Shibarium. Yeah, we want to continue to raise awareness for Shibarium and get more people interested, so that way we can increase the usage. But as far as from our emotional side, for our own psychological, well-being, just forget about it. If it's not performing the way you want it to, if it's not giving what you wanted to give, just forget about it. And remember why you invested in Shiba Inu in the first place. It was because of community. I want to know, what were the reasons that y'all did invest in SHIB? Now, y'all let me know. Shibarium was not the reason you invested in Shiba Inu, but what was the reason that you did invest in Shiba Inu? Keep it real. Try to really truly remember back to that time when you first bought your first Shiba Inu. Why was it? Essence says 11 a.m. Mr. Petey. Petey said, thanks, Queen. Sam says, I've been on since before Vitalik. Todd says, no, not because of Shibarium. Real abs in the building voting. Essence says, my pleasure, Petey. Messiah says, 2021, I invested because there's so much potential. And as always said, very early days, zoom out and see the bigger picture. Picture still, so many bigger companies will grab the opportunity to use the token time. Patience pays off. That's facts. Imagine when all the big companies, start recognizing Shiba Inu's value and they start holding SHIB. You know how the narrative is gonna flip. Y'all don't want to be a part of that group that was rocking with Shiba Inu, and then because you didn't like this or that, you left Shiba Inu, and then you coming back after you see Apple or Amazon or Tesla or X, Twitter, one of these companies rocking with Shiba Inu, setting the example for other companies, and then you have to chase back in and buy in at a higher level because you jump ship. You gotta keep that in mind. Shout out to Shiba. Says, hello there. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Todd says, Sheeb Army. Salute. Shiba says, hi, December. Are we allowed to email you? I seen a crazy burn project I would like to share with you. So email us for business inquiries. You could DM me though. DM me on Twitter or Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. And please, y'all, watch out for scammers. One of my community members on Instagram just let me know he fell for a fake scammer pretending to be me that told him to sell all his Shiba Inu and other cryptocurrencies and buy into some bit trading platform or something like this. Y'all, please make sure y'all do your own due diligence, or you really do your research and make sure, if you think you're talking to me, double check and make sure you're talking to me, man. Don't just see any profile, and especially if they're reaching out to you first, you should know that's a red flag. There's no reason to be reaching for me. I mean, I got a couple of y'all that I rock with on that level, but if you never seen me message you before or something like that, and I just all of a sudden, or not me, but a page pretending to be me just messages you all of a sudden, that should set off a red flag for you. And then double check, because the page that scammed him, my page, my @ handle on Twitter and Instagram is at DecemberDeMarco. The page that scammed him on Instagram, I believe, had 2 R's in the December. So 2 R's at the end of December and then DeMarco. So you got to really pay attention. These scammers are slick, y'all. King says, holder of Shiba Inu for long haul Shibarium is questionable for me. The main idea of adoption was to have the world adopt the Shiba Inu coin, worldwide adoption. I agree with you. I would have preferred Shiba Inu being that burn token. Sam says, solid logo. Really caught my attention. So, Sam, you got in just off the logo alone. Timothy says, for real, bro, once one of these big companies gets in, the other's going to FOMO out. That's facts. If people start, imagine what's going to happen if people see Tesla or Twitter start accepting Shiba Inu. What do you think that's going to do for, the rest of the projects or for Shiba Inu's adoption rate? We're going to see a lot of other people start to FOMO into Shiba Inu. A lot of other businesses are going to follow that lead as well. Once they see, hey, Shiba Inu works on a business level, the community is supporting, and everything. Yeah, let's also make, let's also adopt Shiba Inu. That's what we're going to see take place. Todd says, I was part of the Swarm City project. Lots of community with Swarm. This was the first time I've seen a new Swarm that I wanted to be a part of. Swarm Rise. Okay, get your shield on, bro. Big Dreamer said, feel you 100. Quintessential says, December, are you in on Shibarium DAO? It's at, no, I'm not in on that one, bro. Timothy says, may the real remain. Mike says, the main reason was because of the possibility of making that money and not going to miss the boat like Bitcoin. And Didi, you know that feeling. That friend still talking about that. Yeah, every time me and bro talk, you know, almost every time, you know, if we talking about crypto, that's gonna get brought up. For y'all that are just tuning in and might not have heard, you know, some of my beginning story of, you know, learning about Bitcoin. My best friend told me about it in 2009 when it was 11 cents. He told me, he said, let's put $100 each in it. I fumbled the ball, y'all. I told him no, it sounded like a scam. That's why I'm here today. So, you know, you live and you learn. As long as you learn from your mistakes. And, you know, some of y'all, I see, y'all gonna have to make that mistake. Y'all gonna have to trick yourselves out your spot. Y'all gonna have to miss that opportunity, recognize what could have been. And then after that, it'll make you, you know, hopefully your conviction will be stronger because of what you missed. So, you know, it's all a part of the cycle. Fred says, got in when Shiba was battling Dogecoin. Then Shiba started growing with different utility. Robinhood is holding, so I am holding. That's a good point. If we see larger, you know, he has a good point right here. So shout out to Fred, but he said Robinhood is holding, so I'm holding. And guess what Robinhood is doing? They're continuously adding more Shiba Inu. Robinhood is up to 35 trillion Shiba Inu tokens in their possession. Do you think one of the world's largest exchanges will be holding 35 trillion Shiba Inu tokens if they and continuously adding? They just added over like, I think $100 million worth of SHIB in the last like couple months. What do you think that's for? They're preparing to expand. They're preparing for more demand. They're preparing for more investors to be excited about Shiba Inu and need it. Because think about it, exchanges like Robinhood, they have to hold these tokens on their platform so people can buy it from them. That's how they make their you know, their profits from the fees. So Essence says, I reported that fake page. Okay, salute Essence, thank you. Sam says yes. It was early. Quintessential says Shiba with Moon. Petey said, let me ask you a question, broski, about KYC on Shibarium. Ask me, bro, what's up? You could DM me or you could just ask it in the chat, whatever. Giovanni Lewis says, you know, the bull run isn't going to happen till October 2024. So best to load up and get rich. It happens every 4 years, election year. Hey, it's possible. Whatever time is going to happen is going to happen. The time has to pass us anyway. Even if we are about a year out from the bull run, the time has to pass us anyway. And really, to be honest, a year flies past. When you're keeping yourself busy and you're working and you're grinding, a year is not a lot of time, to be honest. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Am I saying I want it to take a year? No, hopefully sooner than later. But the more time you get with the prices being low, that's the more opportunity to accumulate. Shout out to Ian Fox said came aboard because of the super strong community. So pretty much community looks like the #1 reason that most people are here. And guess what? The community is still here. So don't allow what you see going on with FUD or with the devs, you know, whatever they're doing. Don't allow that to sway your decision. Petey says, and it being decentralized. And that's another thing, you know, true decentralization. People wanted something that was for the people, you know, and, you know, not controlled by a central authority. Roy says, I miss my Bitcoin boat as well. Mike says, the main people who's spreading the FUD are the main ones who are buying. Keep your positions and trust me when I say this. He has a fact right there, y'all. I remember my first year when I want to say around 2020 is when I want to say 2020 is when it all started to click. 2020 is when it all started to make sense to me that the people who were telling you everything is bad, they're buying at the same time. The news articles, the websites you see, the media sources, they're saying run for the hills. Shiba Inu down, Shiba Inu bad, Shiba Inu failed, you know, crypto bad, crypto fails, you know, all these negative buzzwords they're using. But guess what they're doing? While one hand is flooding, the other hand is buying from you. The other hand is buying your bags that you decided to sell for cheaper than you bought it for. When you buy an asset at a higher price and you sell it for a cheaper price, guess what you just did? You transferred money from the hands of the impatient to the patients. Hear me out again. Whenever you buy a cryptocurrency at a higher price and you sell it at a lower price, that means you were impatient. That means you didn't want to. Of course, there could be other factors to it, but for the most part, what most people do is it takes too long. They end up selling at a cheaper price and they just transfer money from their hands to the hands of the patient. From impatient hands to patient hands. That's how this works, y'all. They're telling you everything is bad. And don't get me wrong, we are in a tight time right now. We are technically in a recession. On a macro level, things are bad. But guess what? That's the time to be buying. That's the time to be loading the boat, y'all. So good point right there, Mike. Sam says, remember, Nike is just a swoosh. What elaborate on that, bro? Because I know you mean something deeper with that. And that's going over my head right now. Big Dreamer says, I bought after the hype and kept adding more. Okay, so hopefully, though, you got in before the run and were able to see some decent profits. King says, I was thinking of renting a billboard for a month, just saying Shiba Inu, nothing else, and let people do their own research. We need more people talking about it in their communities. Hey, I'm all for it. If you're willing to get a Shiba Inu billboard and, get it out there, I'll talk about it on the channel. Let everybody know where they can see it at. So let me know if that, King, is that something you plan on doing? What city are you in? Todd says, oh my God, have I made mistakes? Did a lot of day trades and lost a lot of money. Holding SHIB, I learned my lesson. Facts. Now, me personally, I still like to day trade, but I have bags. I have separate bags. You don't have to trade from the bag that is your long-term bag. You can develop a short-term bag, a medium-term bag. You can develop multiple short-term bags. You can have day trading bags. You can mix it up. You can have a hybrid strategy. So that way you can take advantage of short-term fluctuations in the market and also still ride the market out all the way. Shout out to Sam, said that's great, King. Giovanni says, if you look at the trend on all crypto, it happens every 4 years. Shiba might go up to 3015. That's a lot of money, especially if you load up. That's one thing I try to tell everybody. A lot of people are, worried about how long it will take Shiba Inu to reach 1 cent. Do y'all realize that y'all are going to make a lot of money before it even hits 1 cent? Do you know that even if Shiba Inu was going to hit 1 cent in the next unknown, let's say in the next 90 days, Shiba Inu was going to 1 cent, but nobody knew it, right? But we've seen the price continue to rise. Guess what? Most of y'all would have already sold y'all bag. Most of y'all would have already jumped out of Shiba Inu. Most of y'all, once y'all see, not just, directly to y'all, but I'm just speaking in general. Once most people see that first 10,000, once most people see their first 50,000, once most people see their first 100,000, once most people see the first 200,000, 250,000, 500,000, they're going to sell anyway. Most people won't even make it up to the point where even if they would have millions at 1 cent, most people won't be able to take that, because when they open that portfolio and see 179,000 and you never seen that type of money in your life before, most likely you're going to sell. Now, I've seen a lot of people that didn't sell the last bull run because they had this idea in their head that crypto prices only continue to go up. But now that a lot of people recognize that prices go up and down, and they were in for the last, bull cycle, bear cycle, I'm telling you, this time around, most people, as soon as the assets start rising, most people, when they get that first nice chunk of change, they're going to be selling, y'all. I'm telling y'all that, just keeping it real. But in these times, a little bit can go a very long way if you are accumulating, and the market is giving you the time and opportunity to be able to accumulate. PD says, KYC on Shibarium, do you consider it still being decentralized as we try to create an independent state? To be honest, no. If we KYC is not decentralization. Now, there may be a way where they can finesse it into being decentralized, just making sure that you are who you are. But if they have any control or, any, way they can shut something down or block you out or restrict you or something like that, that's not true decentralization. And to be honest, what I truly love about the space is that true decentralization. So, yeah, I'm down. I understand the Shiba state and, its potential. But will I be giving up my social security number? No. Now, if they just want a name, or if I might have to just probably do a face scan or something like that, like how you can use your face ID to get into your phones and stuff like that. If it's something like that, I might do it, but I'm not really going to be willing to give up any too in-depth personal information. You know, if I got to get like my name or something like that, okay, that's cool. But if they really want the full thing, that's going to be a little difficult. I see a lot of people probably not going to be okay with that. Hopefully they do it in a way where we don't have to give up, you know, our true feeling of knowing that, you know, we're decentralized. King says, especially since it's cheap right now. Unfortunately, a lot of people in certain communities do not even think it's possible for them to afford to buy into crypto. They just look at how high Bitcoin is. That's facts. That's true. One of the things that attracted a lot of people into Shiba Inu was the fact that the prices were so cheap, and people for the first time, you know, well, really with like Dogecoin, but Shiba Inu especially was way more cheaper. But it was the first time people could really hold, well, one of the first times I should say, that people can own millions of something. You got to think about it. Before, you know, meme coins, people weren't able to own millions of probably, except for people that were already on that level, you know, with lots of money in from that aspect. But the average retail investor wasn't able to own millions of anything. They weren't able to buy millions of shares of stocks. They weren't able to buy millions of coins of any other crypto. Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, those are the first ones that are really giving it the chance right now in this type of time. And of course, in the beginning of Bitcoin days, it was possible. But it still took a little money, but it was possible. But I'm talking about in today's you know, day and age. Most people, especially in 2020, most people are only able to accumulate millions of Doge for a cheap price. And then 2021, millions of SHIB for a cheap price. And that's what attracted people, knowing that they can buy with a couple $100, get, you know, several million tokens. That was exciting to people alone. And I think that excitement is going to come back once people start to realize that the markets are going to go up. But this is going to be the problem. Shiba Inu won't be that cheap, because by the time you start to recognize that the markets are going up or the bull market is here, Shiba Inu's price is already going to be risen. So you won't get the opportunity to look back like at today's price and say, you know, damn, I remember when SHIB was 16th place by market cap, sitting at a $4.2 billion market cap, and you know, at 507735. You're going to be paying a much higher price. And trust me, that one little zero every zero matters. Every single zero matters. So you just keep that in mind. But Big Dreamer says crypto smorgasbord. Mike says, I actually just swap out my ETH for the Bone token. I just have a good feeling for Bone. Yeah, Bone is undervalued right now. Let's take a look at Bone, y'all. Bone is undervalued right now at 81 cents. We've seen it drop all the way down to 79 cents before it found support. And that's in the last week. Let's see how low it went for the last month. So the last month, the lowest we've seen Bone drop to is 79 cents. If you're able to grab it right now, you're getting it 2 cents above its lowest point for the month. Now, could it go down further? It absolutely can. You know, who knows? If we get some negative catalysts coming into the market, we could see Bone push down to maybe 40 cents or something like that. But just knowing that you were able to accumulate it in the last, you know, let's say in the last year, let's see what the all-time high price was. So February 21st, 2020, no, February 23rd, 2023, Bone went up to $2.02. So for you being able to accumulate Bone right now at 82 cents, think of it like this. Imagine if as many 82 cents as you can gather, not saying as many because that would imply risking more than you're willing to lose, but imagine a certain amount of 82 cents that you're willing to risk losing, whether it's 182 cent, 10 of them, whether it's 1,082 cents, you know, whatever that number is, 182 cents. Imagine each one of those. Let's say if you traded in 82 cents 100 times to accumulate Bone token, you would have 100 Bone tokens. Then imagine being able to sell those 100 Bone tokens at $2 plus. That's investing. This is called value investing, buying assets while they're cheap and selling them when they're high. This is what Warren Buffett does. But Warren Buffett says something that, you know, really helped me open up my mind to investing. He says, if you're not prepared to hold something for 10 years, if you're not prepared to hold an investment for 10 years, you should not be buying it. If you're not ready to hold this Shiba Inu, now, of course, this is not financial advice, y'all. I'm just speaking the gospel right now. But if you aren't prepared to hold it for 10 years plus, you should not be buying it. Why? Because you're going to shake yourself out. Because in that 10 years, in that time period that you're holding it, you're going to see a low period, you're going to see a high period, you're going to see a lower period, you're going to see a higher period. And you might end up jumping out before you can fully see it materialize because you are, just uncertain. So start trying to think like that. I'm not saying everything you buy, you have to be willing to hold it 10 years, but think about how serious that is. A lot of y'all buy things with no, with no plan in place. You didn't strategize or think about anything before you buy it. It's an important statement in trading called plan your trade and trade your plan. So plan what you're going to do, plan your investment and stick to that investment. So whatever you told yourself, whatever time frame you said, that's how I'm gonna hold it for that time period. When is it okay to switch up? Let's say if you determine I'm going to hold Shiba Inu for the next 5 or 10 years, when is it okay to come to that timeline again, or basically just reorganize or just kind of recalibrate your plan? It's if anything changes on a fundamental level, if the team changes, or if the community belief in the project changes. So 3 things. If the team, let's say the team starts just really messing things up, scamming, doing things that is not good for the community, that could be a reason that can make you say, you know what, I'm gonna step away from the project. But with Shiba Inu is decentralized. So whatever you see the team doing, it's outside of Shiba Inu. You got to remember that. Just because the team is building all this with the name of Shiba Inu, these things are technically still outside of Shiba Inu. So that doesn't really affect Shiba Inu. But also, if fundamentally, let's say the contract wasn't renounced and they begin to mint new tokens and change the supply, that could be something that makes you say, hey, I'm gonna step away from this, or I'm gonna, instead of me being 5 to 10 years, I'm gonna shorten that time frame. That's something that can make you do that. Or let's say you look at, you're gauging the community sentiment and you notice like, man, over the last 6 months to the last year, the SHIB community is just not here anymore. They moved on. There is something else. Then that can be a reason, but if it isn't one of those 3 things, then you should just be patient. And we don't have any of those 3 things going on right now. And even if y'all don't like what the team is doing, remember the team is not Shiba Inu. The team is a part of the SHIB army, but they are not Shiba Inu. The team does not own Shiba Inu. They cannot change Shiba Inu. They cannot stop anyone from building with Shiba Inu. They can't do anything with Shiba Inu but do what they're doing right now and build utilities like Shibarium, build NFT collections, build other partnerships and things like that. But they can't do anything with Shiba Inu. So keep that in mind. King says, I'm in the Maryland, DC area. Okay, that's dope. Hey, King, I'm looking to purchase a few properties in the DC area. So if you know anybody, I'm looking in the Nevada area, but I want to target the DC area as well. So if you know anybody selling any properties out there, I'm looking to buy now. I'm looking to start stacking up right now. So I got a 5. I don't know, you might not need it, but it's a nice little $500, referral fee if I end up buying something that you recommend or somebody that you introduce me to if I buy from them. So let me know if you got some properties out there for sale. I'm definitely interested. DM me on Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. So anybody, if y'all know any properties for sale, some owners tired of them, let me know. We can work something out. Cash offer within 24 hours. So let's see. Todd says, I went all in on Shiba and waiting to break even. Still won't sell them either. Good work. Sam says, you asked about why I bought Shiba in the early days. I bought it first because they had a really cool logo and a video, really great marketing. I was sold. Okay. I'm interested. Hey, Sam, if you can find that original video, send it to me on Twitter or Instagram. Let me know if you can find it in the chat. If you can't find it, that's cool too. But I'm interested in seeing that video. So I'm curious on which video it was. Roy says, I know people struggle in day-to-day money issues, but the price is at levels for even real folk to buy and hold. Facts. Even if you have to start small, with $5 every time you buy, that's better than doing nothing. That's better than just letting that money flow through the expense column and you don't have it anymore. You want to start to get some assets. Crypto is an asset. It's an appreciating asset. Timothy says, what, 5 to 10 years for millions? Most don't make millions in a lifetime. That's you just snap right there. Hey, Timothy been dropping some gems back to back. He's been dropping some very good words here. He says, what's 5 to 10 years for millions when most people don't make 1 million in a lifetime? Mic drop. That was a mic drop, Tim. So, and just to elaborate on this point, that's facts. The average person isn't, maybe over a whole life period might see out of all the paychecks that they ever added up, might hit $1 million or something like that, but they never actually get to see millions. They never actually get to see what it's like to have that type of money and be able to, do things with it. So if you think about it, if you have to go your whole life without ever becoming a millionaire, shouldn't it be worth taking a chance that even if it took 5 to 10 years, you could potentially become a millionaire? Because think about it, without Shiba Inu, without a lot of these crypto assets, what other options and chances do you have at becoming a millionaire? Yeah, you could start a business, but as far as investing, yeah, you could buy some stocks and whatnot, but do you have enough money to buy enough stocks to be able to see $1 million in profit once, it hits whatever point? Crypto is basically the best bet right now. It's the best thing smoking to get you that opportunity to become a millionaire within the next 5 to 10 years. Remember, some people will never do it. King said DMV area. Sam says, get DD classes. Learn to utilize your money correctly. Facts. Hey, go check my Instagram. If y'all didn't see, one of my students today just made 1,480% on his money he made today. Let me see. Let me find this post. So you can check it out. One of my last post on Instagram. He said, and this is Roland Rodriguez. He says, thanks for the class on options in the Robinhood space. Dipped my feet in a couple times, and today great payoff. 1,480% returns today. Wow. 777. Stay bullish. Get the class, man. If you're having trouble right now making money and you don't understand, how you can take advantage of these conditions, learn other things. I teach options trading as well, where you can make money daily, Monday through Friday in the stock market, whether the market is going up or down. It doesn't matter. You can still make money, y'all. So, tap in with me if you're interested in getting my options trading course, or if you want a cheaper option, I have an options trading class, but I do that on Sundays about every other Sunday. So, let me know. Timothy says, take a little profit, get caught up, but gotta keep pushing. Big Dreamer says, word, bro, salute. Sam says, it don't take thousands to cake up. Facts, it don't. It doesn't, y'all, to be honest. Sam says, give me 50 and I'll make your head spin. Take the class. This is where you get deeper learning. Facts. If you're interested in taking it to the next level, reach out to me. Fred says, remember when Doge shot up overnight? I remember that before Shiba was even out. Crazy times back then. Yes, I remember. I was in it. I was in Doge. I was a part of that. Why? Because I learned my lesson from Bitcoin. My best friend told me, like I said, he told me about it in 2009. He told me to put $100 in. I said, no, that sounds like a scam, bro. One of the biggest regrets. You can't really regret anything, but like just being honest, that was a regret though. Like for real, that was only $100 that could have turned to over 60 plus million, over 100 million at all time high, I think, off of $100, y'all. So you think about it. And, we got to experience a nice taste of it with Doge. It wasn't, it's nowhere near as crazy as what it would have been with Bitcoin, but, we had to, some is better for none. Like the saying goes, you shoot for the moon, you land on the stars. Even if you shot to become a millionaire in the next, year or two, whatever, even if that doesn't happen and you're sitting on, 750,000, still not bad, still better than where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? And then you just take the next cycle and you get it right that next time. They say it takes on average 2 bull cycles for, most investors to become a millionaire. You got to stay in though. You got to stay with it. You got to really be learning. If you're just numb brain the whole time going through 2 bull cycles, then nothing's going to happen. But if you're constantly educating yourself, becoming a better informed investor, about 2 cycles, you should be a millionaire. It's possible, starting with a little bit of money. Giovanni says, isn't BlackRock invested in Robinhood, and Robinhood just bought $1 trillion SHIB this month? They know when the bull market hits, people are going to buy Shiba. Best to buy at this price. Facts. That is true. BlackRock is invested in Robinhood, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, Robinhood owns 35 trillion Shiba Inu. They just loaded up more. Quintessential says, like Da Vinci bought Bitcoin at $1 for real. Facts. That's why I said, if you see in this video, buy at least $1 Shiba Inu. You might not be extremely wealthy from it, but at least you'll have some exposure to it. And if it does go crazy, you're going to at least get a taste of it. And yeah, you're going to be kicking yourself wishing that you would have bought more, but at least it'll really do something to your mindset. You'll have that mindset shift where you finally understand it if you're having a hard time understanding. So Spade, the ace card said, was good. Big Marco, salute, bro. Just getting in, trying to share some news that we can all use, man. Todd says, when I first started mining Bitcoin, it wasn't worth 1 cent. I didn't see the potential and wish I had that computer still with that Bitcoin wallet. I'd be beyond rich. Opportunity missed. Facts. Sheesh, so you was minting under 1 cent? Crazy. I'm just thinking about the numbers with the potential. Minting Bitcoin under 1 cent is that's crazy. But yeah, sometimes you got to learn. And that's why we here now, Todd. Shout out to Sam, says private stock market game. Make sure y'all add our private Facebook community. If y'all didn't know, we have our own private investment community on Facebook with over 6,000 active investors. This is where most of my students are that have taken my courses, my classes. A lot of them are inside of this group, and they do share their results and things like that as well. So if you want to see some of those success stories, join the group. I've personally helped several people become multimillionaires through this information that I'm teaching y'all right now for free. So, whether you want to soak it up or not, it's on you. But, it has helped a lot of people. And even a lot of people reach their first 100K. Even a lot more people reach their first 10K. People don't bought houses, cars, businesses from this information that we're sharing right now. So King says also Instacart is going public. IPO set September 18, 19, 26 to $28. Just in case people are interested. It's all about people able to secure a money bag for me info always. Yeah, that's fact. So, keep that in mind. IPOs are a little risky, but, think about it. Instacart is it's a booming. Well, I'm not sure exactly how their analytics are, how their numbers are doing, but we know that it's a growing company. Lord Warship says, good morning, salute. Where you at, Lord Warship? Because right now it is 11:09 p.m. here in Las Vegas. So where you at? That is the morning time. You in the UK or something? Giovanni says, keep an eye on XRP. XRP is more popular in Japan and in South Korea. Yes, more popular than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Connect the dots, y'all. Tim says, I tell myself when I buy $1 worth a day, I just made 2040 me 100 G's. When it hits $1 and the rate things are going, 5 to 10 years is 2.5 to 5 years with good time. Facts. So, he has a point right there. Think of it. He said every dollar he's buying right now, he's just chalking it up to say in the next 13 years or so. What is that? 20. So the next about what? 16 years, whatever. He's basically saying every $1 that he puts in is going to bring him back 100 G's if that's when it takes till 2040 for Shiba Inu to reach $1. Even if it takes that long, guess what? The time is going to pass anyway. Unless you plan on dying before then, the time is going to pass regardless. So imagine being able to put $1 into a machine, and in 2040, you can claim $100,000 out of this machine. You put in $1 during 2023, and in 2040, you took out 100 G's for every $1 that you put in. So if you put in $10 in 2040, you get to take out $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You put in $100, you get to take out $10 million in 2040, and so on and so on. And then he's even saying, it could take 5 to 10 years, but think about it. If things go the right way, if all the stars align, that could cut that time in half. And think about it. If you, in the next 5 to 10 years, won't be a millionaire from working your job anyway, what's the harm in putting some of that money to the side for investments? And it doesn't mean you have to wait 5 to 10 years to take it out. If you ever need the money, you can take it out. If you need it for an emergency, you shouldn't be putting emergency money in the markets. But let's say something happened and you ended up needing it, you can always take it back out. A lot of people look at these investment money as once they spend it on an investment, it's gone. They look at it like as if they just bought something to eat. When you buy some food and you eat it, and that's just the money's gone. That's not how it is with investing in an asset. You still have the asset. When you buy it, you have the asset still. So at any point, you can, get the gains from it, or you can, in the future, sell the asset to make money. Shout out to Spade, the ace card said, preach. King says, stock symbol, cart info, just saying Instacart. Sorry, DeMarco, just to mention for those who can't afford. Hey, ain't no problem. I don't mind. You're trying to help our community here. We might get some community members that, check that out, and they might make some money on that. That would be good. Remember, only risk what you're willing to lose and do your own due diligence. Don't just buy something because somebody else is talking about it. But Big Dreamer says, put it out of sight, out of mind, so that you cannot be worried. Facts. Sam says, don't forget book of the week. Let me see what we're going to do. Let me see. I got to grab something for y'all. So the book I'm currently reading right now is it's actually downstairs. Let me see. I can still recommend a good book for y'all. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, I got a banger right here. I got a banger for y'all. We back with another banger book club coming soon, man. Let me know if y'all want to join. Let's see. Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, man. Check this out. Cash Flow Quadrant. You got to get out the rat race. My main goal is to help as many people get out of the rat race as possible to, get to a level of financial independence, financial freedom, whatever we want to call it. Of course, generational wealth is the ultimate goal, but the first step is breaking free from the rat race first. It's nothing wrong with working a job, don't get me wrong, but it would be better to be working for yourself and building your assets. So you want to get to a position where you're working from yourself. You got to understand this cash flow quadrant, moving from employee to self-employed to business owner to investor. Now, a lot of y'all here are already in this I quadrant already because y'all are technically investors, but you want to make sure you're, what you're paying your bills with, the money that you're surviving from, can come from your passive investments. That's what you want. Passive income, cash flow coming from these assets that you bought with your, whatever, it depends on which quadrant you're in, whether you're employee, self-employed, or a business owner. You want assets that produce more passive income than your expenses. And that's how you escape the rat race, y'all. So again, book of the day, cash flow quadrant. Check it out. Let me know if y'all gonna check this book out. Don't lie. Let me know in the comment section right now in the chat if y'all gonna check this out. Keep it real. It's life-changing information inside this book. I'm telling you. Let's see if I can set it up right here. Okay, we're going to drop that right there. So let's see. Lord Worship says, you converted your ETH to Bone. Sam says, Bone is fixing to rip. Upside. Mike says, create an end game for yourself. Create a system where you're constantly making ends. And yes, I'm adding to Buffett gospel. Definitely. Fred says, remember, I said Dogecoin took 10 years to really take off with Elon's tweets. That's a good point. About 7 or 8 years it was. Remember, Doge started in 2013 and it didn't start to really go crazy until 2020. So that's 7 years, y'all. Imagine where Shiba Inu will be in the next 7 years. We have a much stronger community than what the Doge army seen in the beginning days. King says, I invested in Dogecoin. Also did not check on it as much and lost a couple thousand. You have to check. Went up and I did not look at it. So every once in a while you have to check on it. Yeah, see, I recommend staying in tune with it, but sometimes for some people they can't handle checking it and not letting it affect them emotionally. PD says in 10 years, if it's a good project, you should always see higher highs and higher lows. The saying is, when in doubt, zoom out. That's facts. PD dropping facts right now, y'all. Roy says, by that 10-year time frame, you will not miss that SHIB investment at this cost. Facts. Timothy says, I used to have the mindset you just work and being rich is for the rich unless you hit the lottery. Now I got a plan to hit the lottery with SHIB. Facts. This is becoming rich. It's a plan. It's a strategy. It's a very, very simple strategy, y'all. A very, 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 very simple strategy. You just have to follow. You have to. The biggest thing is just having self-discipline, having the discipline to follow through the strategy that you know. You need to read the books, get the education so you understand how to get rich, and then just have the discipline to follow through with it. You don't have to be rich to get rich, y'all. Shout out to Petey, said December, come to my area. You in Chicago, right, bro? You in the Chi? Let me know. I'm buying property in Illinois as well. If y'all got some, hey, I'm looking for property out there also. If y'all can connect me with someone who's looking to sell a few homes, I got a $500 finder's fee per property if I end up doing a deal with them. Let them know I'm buying any condition, looking to close fast. Also, cash offer within 24 hours or less. We can get it done. Quintessential said, I'm going to DM you on the property. Okay, Quintessential, let me know which platform will you be DMing me on so I can know to make sure to check. Giovanni says, the problem I have with the Shiba team is that they call everyone a scammer that tries to help burn SHIB like they did with Matthew Perry and that DJ. This is why when it comes to that, I think people need to stop looking for approval from the team. If you get the approval from the team, that's fine, but stop trying to seek out approval from the SHIB team. They're only, just being from how it looks from the outside in or from the outside looking in, they're only supporting the projects that, they got a hand in. I don't know if they really do have a hand in it, but that's what it appears, because every time we see something that started from the outside, and I can't say that completely, I would be lying if I said they only support inside projects, because we did see a few outside projects that they did support. And when things that they didn't like happen, that's when they stopped the support. But for the most part, you don't need the Shiba Inu's team to support whatever development or utility you're trying to bring for Shiba Inu. Get together with a smart group of people, connect with 3 to 6 individuals who have a special skill in certain areas, and come together, brainstorm, have a little Einstein session. That's what me and my people call it. We call them Einstein sessions. Sit down, have an Einstein session, whatever you need to do to relax and, get the ideas flowing, do that, and work with these people and figure out what you can develop, connect the dots, man. But don't ask for permission from the team. Don't look for approval from the team. Okay, Big Dreamer said, okay, I'm in Maryland also. Hey, I'm looking for deals in the DC area, Chicagoland, Vegas. Let me know. Let me know. I'm serious, y'all. Let me know. $500 finder fee per property. Chosen One of God says, trolls in the house, salute. Essence says, gems, facts. Ian says, smash that like button, y'all. Let's go, man. Salute to Ian. Make sure y'all smash the like buttons. Let me get a like check on the video. If somebody can let me know how many likes we at. Salute to everybody that's been rocking with me though on the stream. Big Dreamer says, I cracked 400% on SPY puts today. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. 400% profit today. So if you weren't making money today, you should be checking my class out, options trading. I have a whole course that is probably one of the most in-depth course teaching you how to trade options. And you actually get to watch me trade options live. This is not just something I'm giving you some theory on. I'm breaking it all down for you in different video lessons and also going into different segments where you can watch me trade live with the same information that I'm telling y'all. So it ain't no cap in my rap, y'all. Shout out to Big Dreamer on that, man. That's dope. I love to see my people make money, especially from the information that I try to share with y'all. Patriotic Trader says, must be the hardest working influencer streaming on Friday night. Yeah, we in. It's a lot to do in Vegas tonight, man. Trust me, it's a lot of things to get into tonight in Vegas. If y'all know, Vegas is Vegas, but I'd rather be here with my people, making sure we all on the same page, educated and prepared to get to this money. Salute though. Shout out to Patriotic Trader. We're invested in a building, man. It says I'm late, but I'm here. That's what it's all about, bro. Hey, this one, bro, this is a replayer. This is when a lot of gems was dropped in this one that you definitely going to want to, catch this one from the beginning whenever you get time. Shout out to the replay gang. Those that are just tuning in. Yeah, but where investor says like and share button on blast, man. Appreciate that. We got the real ones on deck. Chosen one of God says, yes, mindset shift. Waiting on my first 1,000. Man, that's going to be so easy, bro. That's going to be so easy. If y'all haven't seen your first 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, I highly recommend you checking out my options trading class because you won't have to wait for the bull market to return. If you want to make money now, if you want to make money in the meantime, Monday through Friday, it's not saying you're always going to make money because sometimes you might be wrong, but you can make money whether the market is going up or down. That's what I'm teaching in my options trading course. And trust me, $1,000, you can make that in a couple hours, bro. You can make that in a day, depending on what you're starting with, or your first week trading options, bro. It's definitely possible. Giovanni says, I had over 100 million in Doge. That would have been $1 million. $1 million at a cent. But stupid me, I listened to my friends. They told me I was stupid, so I sold. Then Doge blew up. I learned to hold. A lot of people had to go through those lessons. That's just a part of the game, bro. We all made those mistakes. PD says, I put $40 at Doge, 3 zeros, 2, and I was hooked on crypto. That's what's up, man. Salute. Spade, the ace card said 50 people, 40 likes. Oh, come on now. Y'all got to get the likes up, man. We literally dropping gems like this, and this the likes we get. It's Friday night. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm here with y'all. Friday night, Las Vegas, and we got 40 likes on the video, dropping gems like this, and we've been streaming for 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's how y'all feel. Shout out to the ones that already hit that like button. I know y'all rocking with me, but the ones that's tuned in and didn't, what y'all doing, man? Can't wait to invite you to my yacht party. Hey, yeah, we're gonna all have to pull up in our yachts pretty soon, man. When the time is right, whatever time it happens, we're gonna have to have a yacht meetup, man. Trucking Trapping said it's 2:15 in South Carolina. I'm on the road. Just shut down. Okay, get it in, bro. Sam said fire. Salute. P said I DM you. Okay. When Vestis said 41 likes. Ian said 32 likes. We got 43 in the chat. Timothy said, how much for the class? How long is the class? DM me on Instagram, bro. DM me on Instagram and I'll send you over all the info. Ian says, now we got 46 in the chat. 2 thumbs up. Shout out to Asgardian. Quintessential said 1,500 likes, family. Let's go, man. Run those likes up. Big Dreamer says, I have 2 SHIB accounts. Good work. Chosen One of God said, possible. I will try it. Okay, bro. Ian says, we got 32 likes with 46 people in the chat. Mike says, I can't say Weeble name. I'm not sure why. Giovanni, that's an amazing story to have. I'm blushing. I think about Christians right now getting angry and selling, and I say, nope, not me. Giovanni says, you give great content. I appreciate that, bro. Chosen One says, God never lies. Big Dreamer says, everybody should learn it calls and puts. Facts. Facts. Even if you don't want to take my class, go do your own due diligence. Go learn about calls and puts, options trading, how to trade options, and learn what calls and puts are. Trust me, you're going to thank me. Not financial advice, though. Remember that. I can't tell you what to do. Can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold, or go learn something. You got to do that all on your own. But I'm pretty sure if y'all take it serious, you will thank me. So shout out to Fred. Says, smash them likes, y'all. So we're going to wrap this one up, man. This was a fire stream. I think we get a W on this one. Let me know if we get a W or an L on the stream. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. I'm going to check my messages for all y'all that message me. Again, remember, y'all, check the links in the description section of this video. If you are just getting started investing, I got free resources in the description section right now. I got free stocks and crypto in the description section right now as we speak. Also, my book is on Amazon. You can now get the physical copy. Also, you can check out the Shiba Inu merch store if you want to support that. Yeah, man, that's pretty much all we got for this one. Also, again, if you're interested in my options trading course, you can reach out to me to get the course, or if you just want to take the class, that's fine as well. Reach out to me. And remember, if y'all know anybody, any owners tired of the properties looking to sell, let them know that I'm looking to buy. I will have them a cash offer within 24 hours. Fast closing. I'm buying any condition. So let them know. If you got a property, something like that, let me know. Remember, $500 referral fee if you find a deal for me. So well, if you let somebody know and I ended up buying that deal from them. So Mike says, okay, I'll say it again. Don't buy crypto on, I think he was saying Webull. December, all things real YouTube channel, the real estate man in Washington, D.C. Who is that though? All things real. I don't know what you I'm gonna try to remember. I'm gonna write it down, bro. All things real. Okay, I got that written down. I'm gonna try to check it out, bro. Shout out to Essence, said W. Giovanni said big W. Timothy said W. PD said, sorry, no boat for me, buying as much property as possible before all the big wigs buy them up. Hey, you could, PD, you already know you welcome on my yacht, bro. You don't even need a yacht. You know what I'm saying? You welcome on mine. The real Av said, brother, what do you think is going to happen with Volt and Shiba Inu? Do you think there's a massive connection going on in the background? To me, it seems like it. To be honest, all the projects that are building on Shibarium right now have been a little quiet, so I'm unsure what's going on with them right now. We just got to wait to see what dots become connected, but we did see over 200 different logos, 200 different projects that are currently building on Shibarium, but we haven't been hearing much about them. So I'm wondering if they're just waiting until everything is like, up and running before we start to hear these things. Or to me, it really sounds like the team told these projects to kind of keep things under wrap, to kind of keep things on the hush hush right now. So, we just got to, wait till we find a leak or, we get some information we can connect some dots on. But yeah, we just got to be patient, man. Spade said, I'm going to reach out to your IG so I can get that class info. Okay, appreciate it. Big Dreamer said, Spy just might test 450 again. Ian Fox said Jurassic size W. Man, I appreciate that, man. Salute to everybody for rocking with me. Y'all some real ones, man. This was a positive stream. Definitely had some fun on this one, talking to y'all, getting in tune with my people, seeing, even though I'm seeing only y'all usernames or whatever, it still feels like, I'm making a connection with y'all. But make sure y'all also follow me on Twitter, because I will be hosting Twitter spaces as well. I might even, I don't know. Just follow me on Twitter. Who knows? I might throw up a late night Twitter space. I don't know, depending on what I end up getting into. But Spade says, man, when that bone contract getting renounced? I don't know, man. They gave us they just dropped a blog on us, letting us know the steps that it takes to renounce the contract. So they're somewhere in the midst of those steps. So I don't know. I expect to see it though in the next, couple months or so at the most. But yeah, y'all, that's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.